Semejante gotita, agüita, agüita.
I'm Gabriel Garzón-Montano, and these are my vibes. My vibes are the pursuit of beauty and all the ways it shows up in music, in color, and it's always vibrations.
Tell us about your personality traits, and can you help explain the debonair leading man?
It's somebody who knows how to move their body, who's graceful, who knows how to look into someone's eye. I think the ultimate debonair leading man would be Prince of all time. And I think that's the energy that I try to duplicate for myself to get as excited about it. Latino Urbano Hitmaker is the new chapter, pero convive con los otros. And then you have is the wistful impressionist. And that is a lot more introspective. That's a lot more what we're trying to veer away from in this interview, for example. So we have these three chapters that coexist together, and I think it's a real challenge for people to get their shit up and explore some range and explore some nuance in their cultural presentation, and to interrogate if they actually own said culture, or if they're actually doing it justice, or if they're merely just making money, right?
With everything you have touched, how does that represent those traits, and how did it come about?
The three characters show up in the song, I think, at different moments, right? Debonair leading man is I think would be more about the choreography that isn't alpha performance in the video. All these in-between moments where you see my rootedness and my hips. We shot in Pereira, Medellin. I remember being on the rooftop of this shopping mall, which we had for the day, and that's where we shot all the scenes with Las Muletas, the dance crew, who choreographed the agüita dance. That was my version, but they went diferente la pinta, salpican gotita, agüita, 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 la lluvia bendita, la lágrima limpia, agüita, 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 agüita. Y we were just up there wetting down the floor, about to start, and I just remember crying, just being so happy that there was a feeling of respecting culture and of creating things in a new context. We just picked an empty space and we put us in it. And is that dope or not, right? Before Benito, I hadn't seen a so-called Latino Urbano video where there were heels, right? And people have to watch the video many times to realize that that's happening. And so what we're doing is breaking with these cultural codes that seem to be so stiff.
At the end of the day, it's a banger, You're just like,
hip-hop.
You just want to agüita, 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 agüita.
For me, to do something that was that simplistic and where you just repeat one word, it seemed too obvious. But usually I think, and that's something that I was talking about with my friend, the things that seem too obvious, the reason that we envy people who got to do them, or the reason they mystify us is because it has to be done with 300% confidence. And right. People are very unwilling to give anything 300, right? And so if somebody halfway saying agüita, 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 they'd be like, "Oh, that's catchy," but you have to be like,
yeah.
3 minutes straight, and then everyone's like, "Okay." What you realize is it's the form, it's the delivery of this thing, right? It's the journey to get it to people that makes it convincing or not. Also, it's just almost too painfully obvious to say one word over and over, but it just Versace, 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 right? It's literally almost that.
Yeah.
So, but it can have its own moment because of all the other things that are around it. And phonetically, it's unique because it's this weird Caribbean rolo kind of approximation of a very juicy style of singing, right? Uno se come las heces, o sea, you codify that expression and then make that experience for people, right?
Diferente la pinta, salpican gotita. Agüita, 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 agüita.
You're with Gabriel Garzón-Montano, and my record Agüita drops on October 2nd. You can check out my single Agüita, and you can watch the video right after this. I want to thank mitu for having me here and for investigating my vibes. Peace, love, respect,